Yes.
I'm just kidding.
And I'm talking a lot.
Yeah. And do you do the 8 glasses of water a day?
So I probably drink anywhere between 64 to like 110 ounces of water a day.
How many glasses of water is that?
I don't know.
I'm like, what?
I would do math.
So those water bottles that you get like at Walmart,
Yes.
they're like 16 ounces.
Yes. I have one that's 32 ounces.
Gotcha. And like I heard one time in my life that 8 ounces of water is a glass.
Yes.
So anyway, I don't even care.
That's too much math for me.
That's a lot
so I'm
of
going to go
water.
with like, I don't know.
So I told Steve, I'm like, I can't do what I'm supposed to do for my body weight. And then I saw this on yahoo.com, reputable source, that you don't need to drink 8 glasses of water. It's a myth.
I don't believe it.
Drink 8 cups of water a day. It's been shoved into our brain forever. It's kind of like the eat 5 servings of fruits and veggies a day. Do you do that?
No, I do
Because I
drink.
could see you being...
Yeah, I do eat a
You and
lot
Carrie
of
are very good at that.
veggies and fruit, but I don't know that it's a full 5 servings.
Do you get 8 hours of sleep a day?
Oh, no.
These are like the things they tell us we need to be doing.
Yeah.
So it's a statistic so central to leading a healthfully life that we don't question anymore. We just say, this is where we should be and this is where we are, which is usually way below. And I have found that when I eat the recommended vegetables for the day, I am totally having stomach issues.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fiber happening that my body's
Right?
like, what the hell are you doing to us?
I know, I'm texting my trainer. I'm always like, really? This is what happens when I eat all the vegetables? Are you kidding me? He's like, don't worry, it'll pass. It's
You're
like,
yeah, I can't have a life outside the bathroom. Thanks. Poopery.
Right? Yeah.
Poopery.
well, have you seen that Big Bang Theory episode where Sheldon decides to do, what does he call it? Like, Chris, I don't know. He decides to have Brussels sprouts or something one night. He decides that one of the nights a week, he's going to eat a bunch of vegetables.
Uh-huh.
He has a word for it that I can't remember. And then he, like, falls down the stairs and all he's doing is farting the whole time.
I missed that one.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I miss Sheldon. Can I come into the Out Now? Have you seen Home?
I have not seen it. I want to see
then you have
it.
no idea what I'm talking about.
I know. I
Oh
want to
my
see it
gosh.
so bad.
You must see it.
See, I don't go to movie theaters. So
I'm
I
not
have
a
to wait
huge
until
fan.
it comes into
Isn't it out?
Netflix. Is it on Netflix?
I don't know if it's on Netflix.
I'll ask the lawn boy to put it on.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah. I really want to see it.
Oh yes. Sheldon fan. All right. All right. So back squirrel. All right. So, but here's the thing when it comes to this 8 glasses of water rule. It's not actually backed up by any science. So unlike the alkaline water that was like throwing alkaline numbers and balances and pH and acidity at us, this is not backed up by science. They're forcing us to drink up even when you're not thirsty. It can be harmful, according to this article at yahoo.com. Yeah.
Interesting.
So a guy with the MD after his name, I'm assuming he's a guy, Aaron Carroll, MD, urges readers to forget about aiming for 64 ounces and instead listen to your body. And I feel like that's a great thing in general. I have the thing where I eat because I'm bored.
Yes.
Or
me
because
too.
I'm stressed.
Yeah.
Or because I'm happy. Or because I'm sad. I eat. And I'm like, I need to pay attention to my body. When I'm hungry, my body says, hey, yo, feed me.
Right.
But I like food.
See, sometimes my body doesn't tell me that, though. So then it's like 10 hours later, I'm like, I have not eaten today.
Steve's like that. He forgets to eat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how are you not dying right now?
I know. I don't know.
Yeah, so listen to your body when it comes to food. Amber, you need to put alerts in your phone.
I know. Well, I tried putting alerts on my little, like, jawbone wristband thing.
Okay.
And that didn't work. I just started to ignore them because I couldn't remember what they were for. So.
Do you have it on now?
I do.
Very cool. Red.
Yeah.
That's a bold color.
I know. I'm a bold person.
You are. That's what I love about you. Now, weirdest laws in America. I think I've talked about this on the podcast before, but every time I see a new article, I'm like,
I was actually told that you and Carrie talked about this on her first podcast.
yep, I like them.
They're so weird.
They are.
None of them make sense. Like, why would you
Yes.
even make that a law?
Right.
Obviously, someone had to have done something.
Let's start with Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
I put it on here. I didn't put all 50 states because that would be boring.
Yeah.
Wisconsin. No butter substitutes may be fed to students, patients, or inmates of any state institution unless a doctor prescribes it for their health. Suck on that, Smart Balance.
That's very interesting.
There you go.
That might be why so many people in Wisconsin are such a higher weight than everybody else, is because they can't eat no butter substitutes.
Right. Now, do you want to talk about Colorado's weird law? I think we've talked about this one, but I just want to reiterate.
Sure. So in Colorado, since a horse is technically a vehicle, you're not allowed to enjoy a Dale's Pale Ale on horseback, or any booze for that matter.
So no drinking and horsing.
Damn it. I was planning on doing that.
This weekend, right?
Yeah, totally.
I won't tell.
Okay. Perfect.
In Kentucky, where Petra, one of my other, that's why I picked Kentucky, I have method to my madness. I really do. So I was like, what are some states that are related to the podcast? All right. So, dye a baby chick, duckling, or rabbit any hue of the rainbow in Kentucky, and you'll be charged $100 to $500 fine. You're also not allowed to sell them, since this only pertains to the live animals. You're presumably in the clear if you're gifted a deceased green chick. So if I give you a dead green chick, you're cool. Should you keep that gift, though, you may have some other issues to address.
What am I going to do with it if I keep it?
So you can't dye a baby chick hot pink. I think that's stupid.
Right?
I want to dye my chicks pink.
Me too.
All right, Minnesota, because I felt like it was close to Wisconsin.
Yes.
That was my thinking.
Do you know that I actually once had a conversation with someone from Trinidad, Colorado, where they thought Wisconsin was a city in Minnesota?
Oh,
so
heavens.
this will work.
I'm not that stupid. Like, I was like, I feel like they're up there together.
They are.
And
they're pretty close.
you guys got similar accents?
We do. Yes.
Are you sure? Are you just humoring me?
No, we do.
Okay. All right. So what's the silly law in Minnesota?
In a flagrant show of disrespect for old-timey farmers everywhere, Minnesota made greased pig contests and turkey scrambles unlawful.
Did you ever attend one of those when you lived in Wisconsin?
No.
Okay, that's good. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
I was hoping you would provide some insight.
I mean, I can maybe guess at a greased pig contest, but a turkey scramble, I think a turkey scramble is actually like where you go and try to catch a turkey with a bag.
Oh, that sounds very dangerous for the turkey.
And greased pigs, I believe, is actually where they grease up the pig with something, and then you try and catch the pigs.
Okay. Is alcohol involved? Let's say
My guess is yes.
Nebraska. Why did I pick Nebraska? Well, Nebraska is close to Colorado, and I feel like there's a lot of Cornhusker fans here.
Yeah, there really are.
A lot.
Yeah.
Like when it comes football season, you'll see a lot of that red flying. So marriage law in the Cornhusker state includes some normal provisions, like a minimum age of 17, and some less normal ones, like a statute preventing any person with a venereal disease from marrying. I think that should be a law everywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
I think when I was growing up, I heard, or my parents told me, that you have to take a test before you get married, and so that your spouse to be knows what they're getting into. But that was when I was raised.
Interesting choice
with abstinence before marriage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know where that came from. But don't you think that would be a good idea?
I agree. It would be.
Some of those diseases don't show up right away.
Yeah. I feel like we should all just be able to carry them carry those tests with us.
Or have badges. Yeah. Like tattoos.
Yes.
Like, I have herpes.
Right.
I have, hepatitis. So, Ohio. Why did I choose Ohio? I don't know.
Probably because this one is a little strange.
I think that's right. So, you can talk about this.
So, giving fish alcohol is prohibited in Ohio.
Are you a fishing person?
No, but I've never had a chance to even try fishing.
Ever?
Yeah. So
Sorry,
I
Steve.
just want to try it.
I didn't know there were people in the world like this.
I want someone to take me fishing.
Yes. So the next time Steve's like, hey, let's go fishing, because we do it like once a year, I'm going to be like, yes, I'm going to call Amber. We're going to plan.
I'm in.
And we'll bring Lawn Boy.
Yes.
All right.
He's got to be good for something other than doing lawn, right?
He could probably put the worm on the hook.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
He should be okay with it.
Even though I assume that you could probably do that.
I could, yes.
Yeah. I have some issues. I'm like, ew. Okay. Oklahoma. The reason I chose Oklahoma is because that's where Carrie's going to be living one day.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, that is true.
So bear wrestling and horse tripping events are strictly verboten in Oklahoma. And that's a word I haven't used in my lifetime. Although, if you think wrestling a bear is a good idea, you have bigger problems than the state penal codes.
Well, I guess Carrie's no longer wrestling bears.
Nope, don't wrestle bears, Carrie.
She might need to give that up.
Blake.
I hope that's not a deal breaker.
Right. Texas. The reason I chose Texas is because that's where Miranda's from.
Oh, there you go.
What's the Texas weird law?
So if you're standing up, you're only legally allowed to take 3 sips of beer, which means if you're chugging, you better sit down.
What about a keg stand? What is that? And your feet are on the ground. You're
That's
not
a very
standing.
good question. That must be how we invented
Right.
the keg
I can only
stand.
do sips, so if I want to chug, here, pick
Yeah.
my feet up.
Right?
And then the last one, Wyoming, is kind of like part of Colorado.
Yeah.
So Wyoming, taking or harming a fish with a gun is against the law in Wyoming. So you'll just have to stick with the fishing pole, Amber.
All right. I'm pretty sad about that. I was hoping my aim with a gun would be really good.
Are you a gun owner?
I'm not a gun owner, but I would like to be.
Okay, so you're
I
not,
like to shoot
anti-gun.
guns. No.
Okay, good. We
I
can
like to
still
shoot
be
guns.
friends.
Yes.
All right. What else is happening in the chatter world? Starbucks. Are you a Starbucks drinker?
Yes.
Did you read over this article?
I briefly looked over it and I thought it was crap.
Have you heard of the secret menu crap that they've been talking about? Like, you always hear, like, secret menus of Taco Bell, secret menus of Starbucks. Well, this article, I don't know why I pictured you as a Starbucks lover. And I was like, I bet she could totally relate to this. Because I don't drink Starbucks very much. And when I do, I get the really bad ones for you that are on the menu.
Right.
So this article, they sent someone to talk to actual baristas and be like, what do you think about this? So what you start this off?
Well, I think, so I'm having to remember what this exactly is, actually, now that you've put me on the spot. But their thought is that there actually isn't a secret menu. I mean, you can kind of make up anything as you go anyways. They'll put whatever you want in a drink.
They'll follow orders.
Right.
But don't walk up and say, I want the Care Bear Frappuccino with a slice of rainbow.
Yeah, it's really just making their jobs more difficult to try and, like, go on Pinterest or go wherever and find these secret menus and name off something like that. And they're like, what the hell? Just tell me what the crap to put in it.
Right.
I just
right.
don't
And they'll
understand
follow. It's like Burger King. They'll make it your way.
Yeah, I know.
It's your way.
I mean, my drink is absolutely ridiculous. I actually have a picture of one of my drinks that is insane.
Okay, order a drink.
Triple venti, non-fat, 2-pump, no whip, caramel brulee latte. Or they also have the mocha, during the wintertime, they have the mocha salted caramel.
Oh, I love salted caramel.
Yes.
Anything.
But I don't like mocha. So mine is always a triple venti, non-fat, 2-pump, no whip, no mocha, caramel mocha latte. Or caramel mocha, salted caramel mocha.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
I know.
I have a hard time where I'm like, non-fat skinny. I don't want any calories. Fewer calories. Like, I have said that before. And Steve's like, oh, God, I am never bringing you here again. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't go there very often. But I want it to taste good but not have the calories. Make it happen. And I want it caramely.
Right? Yeah.
That's my thing. Yeah, so the moral of this story is there is no secret menu. Be nice to your barista. Tip them. I don't think people tip them.
I don't think they do either.
Like, I have seen, like, cars in the drive-thru, and I'm like, there's a bucket with cash in it. That's not for the homeless animals.
Right?
Tip your barista.
I agree.
And your server. Mm-hmm. And your ambers.
And your strippers.
Yes. Yes. Well, Amber, thank you so much. La Lovely Vintage, La Lovely Vintage. Hey guys, it's Janet from Two Girls and a Bottle of Wine. If you've listened to the podcast, you've heard Miss Tara Dover on my podcast, and you've heard us talk about La Lovely Vintage. But I want to take a moment to talk about it a little bit more. La Lovely Vintage is Colorado's first vintage shop on wheels. It was founded in 2011, and Tara decided to take her online vintage shop to the vibrant streets of Denver in the spring of 2013. La Lovely Vintage is located inside a reconstructed 1957 Shasta trailer named Lucy. Tara travels all over Colorado collecting and selling the finest hand-picked vintage goods. And on top of searching for long-lost, one-of-a-kind treasures, Tara restores all of her products to like-new condition. All products are hand-washed, dry-cleaned, mended, and ready to go. If you want to know where La Lovely Vintage is going to be next, check out her website at www.lovelovelyvintage.com.
Did I not get any